Thank you for joining us for another training video on the operation of the Everywhere Hub. In this video, we will be discussing how to create and manage user accounts on the Hub. Customers are permitted to create as many user accounts on the Hub as they would like, and they can provide visibility to various teams on the Hub on a per user basis. So let's show how to do that. To create a new user account, click on the hamburger menu, scroll down to Users, and you'll see that I currently have two user accounts set up on my team. One of them is called Trainer, the other one is called User 1. Let's create another user account by clicking on the plus sign and then clicking on Add User. The user type that you can create is a user. You provide a username. In this case, we'll use the name User2. Needs to be a unique name. We'll call it User2. Provide the user's email address. I will just use a temporary email address. But it's important to use a real email address, as this is how the user will be contacted if they need to change their password, for example. But speaking of password, to set the password, enter it here. It's required to have at least 8 characters and 1 capital letter, 1 lowercase letter, and 1 special character. And it does check to see whether or not the password and the retyping of the password match. Require the user to change the password, and then click on Show Advanced. After the user logs in, you want to set this probably to tracking screen. Go to the tracking screen because that's where the user is going to spend most of their time. And then come down to the permissions section and enable the permissions that you'd like. I'm going to give my user the ability to create and edit other users as well as to delete messages. Click Submit, and that's all there is to it, except that the user account is currently disabled. And the reason it's disabled is that the user account is not assigned with any devices to manage. To set up the devices to manage, you click on the permissions. And you see in the summary here, there's nothing here. So let's go ahead and edit the permissions. And you see the teams that we have visibility to. According to the legend, I don't have any access to the training team or team A or team B. I can give it read-only access or modify access. If I do it at the parent, naturally the child gets the visibility automatically. If I turn it off at the parent level, I can do 1 sub-team if I'd like. And you can do it as many levels deep as you have of teams and sub-teams. So in this case, I'm going to give this user the ability to just view team A. They'll have read and write access to team A. And if I submit, you now see that the user has been updated, and it now is no longer invalid. And that's all there is to creating a user account. Thank you very much for your attention. Please check back periodically for additional training videos.